I really need help for my sister Roxanne. She's with a man right now that's abusing her 3-year-old son and herself as well. He's not letting her do anything. She lost 3 jobs because of him, either because she had a black eye or she had bruises. I gave her a place to stay 3 times. She would go back with him after I kept telling her not to. You know, you need a better life. You can't do this no more. I mean, that's my sister. Those are my nieces and nephews. He's doing this because he's not his biological son. Even though he says he loves the little boy, he doesn't. I mean, the bruises are on his arm. They're on his bottom, on his back. Efren was grabbing his ear and pulling it in front of everyone, grabbing his arm really hard. They tell me, Daddy hits me. She's always defending Efren. Nothing's wrong with him. Everything's good. He tells her that it's because I love you. It's because I love you. It's not love. Love is where he's going to stand by your side. He's going to be there for those kids. He's going to get up and work for those kids. I want to help my niece and nephew so bad that they're not letting me even see them no more. I don't want to see my sister getting buried at the age of 18 because he beats her so bad.
My guess is Gina. Gina, that's your daughter on the tape talking about her sister, your other daughter.
Yes, it is.
Tell me what's going on.
My daughter Roxanne is with the guy that don't work. He's abusive to my grandson and her.
But he has 2 children with your
Yes.
daughter.
My grandson is not his. It's from a different father. The daughter is his.
But they're raised them as a family.
Yes,
They're all
they raised
family.
as a family.
And how old are the children?
3 and 2.
3 and 2. Do you like this guy?
No. At first, when you first meet him, they're always great. But now, I can't stand him.
And why can't you stand him?
Because he's always hurting my daughter and my grandson.
Now, when you say he's hurting your daughter, are you saying physically hurting her?
Physically, mentally,
You've
verbally.
seen him hit your daughter.
I've seen it. I've heard of it.
What did you see?
I've seen him yell at her, slap her. About a week ago with my grandson, I seen him at a family thing that we had, and he ran up to me. And right away he had 2 slashes on his lip and cuts in his mouth and said, Dad, he did it.
And he had cuts in his mouth.
He had 2 slashes here and cuts inside his mouth. So me and my husband just got him and took him to my house. I called the police. CPS was involved. CSI investigations did come. They took pictures of his mouth. CPS also took pictures of his mouth. This has not happened before. It's happened a few times where he was in the pool. A manager called me from an apartment complex and told me that I was lucky CPS wasn't involved because he pulled him, he drug him out of the pool by his ear and by his arm. There's just times where he'd come and he'd have bruises, little cuts, and every time something happened, it's always, Daddy did it. My daughter Roxanne covers for him. When I took him from that thing about his lip, she called me and said she hit him. That he fell in the shower is what she told my daughter. And then when she calls me, she tells me, I hit him. I'm the one that did it. She covers for him. Anything that he does, she covers for him. And I'm tired of it.
And so what are you hoping to accomplish today being on the show? I
want her to leave him, to open up her eyes that this dude's not good for her. There's plenty of other guys out there that are willing to take care of her and her kids. I don't want to see my grandkids like this or my daughter. I love them very much.
Your daughter Roxanne is here.
Okay.
Let's bring her out.
Don't even go there.
Does Efrain abuse your children?
No.
Why? So I'm just asking you, why does your mom come on and say, at your birthday party, your son comes running up, his mouth is chipped up and bleeding, and says, Daddy did this to me?
Because I don't know why she got. All you have to tell him is one thing, and he'll keep on saying that.
Was his mouth chipped up and bleeding?
Yes, he was, because he fell in the shower.
So he fell in the shower. So you're saying your 3-year-old son went in to take a shower.
I got him undressed. I did,
And he went in the shower, he starts soaping up, and bam, he hit his mouth. Okay, if you say that's what happened. Is he ever abusive to you?
No.
He's never hit you?
In the past, yes.
He has hit you?
Yeah, in the past, yeah.
And why did he hit you when he did hit you?
Because I'm the first one to hit him.
Oh, so you started out?
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, I'm violent.
You're violent.
When it comes to him and me, I'll be the first one to hit him.
Okay, when you get mad, why do you express, which you know is wrong?
Yes, I know it's
He
wrong.
shouldn't put his hands on you, but you have no rights putting your hands on him.
What's up, man?
How you doing, Ephraim? Okay, you're on the show because your girlfriend's mom comes on. She's saying she made mistakes with raising your girlfriend, made a lot of mistakes, but now she has grandkids. She doesn't want her daughters to make the same mistakes that she made. And her sister comes on. We see on the videotape of these allegations that you're hitting the kids, that you're pulling the kids out of the pool by their ears. His mouth is all chipped up and bleeding because of the physical abuse that you're giving to your son. Right. And your response to that is?
You know what? I love my kids. Like she says already, all right? Everything to me, all right? I mean, I don't know why she come up to the show and
I don't want to ask about her. You tell me, father to father. Now, this is not your biological son.
Yeah, I love him like if he was
But
mine.
you love him like he's your son. So you're saying to me, what? Steve, I would never hurt these kids.
I love him, man. I love him to death. I mean, I'll never hit my kids to the point that I see them bleed.
Why don't they like you?
Why they don't like me?
Don't sit there and
why
tell
you
me
don't
that.
like me? Tell me why you don't like me.
Don't sit there and lie that you never put hands on my daughter.
Have I put hands on her?
Yes, you
like
have.
Like me whooping her?
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
And then how many times did we pick you up, Rocky, when you guys were fighting? How many times did we pick you up and we told you to stay?
Do you see bruises on her?
Well, your father's here. Let's hear what he has to say. Let's bring him out.
You're sitting there, man. You're about all this.
All right, before the show, Roxanne, you took a lie detector test. We're going to read your lie detector results. Roxanne, you were asked before the show, have you ever hit your son with excessive force? You answered no. Have you ever hit your daughter with excessive force? And you answered no. And the results for those two questions on the lie detector test is that you told the truth. And then we asked you a few more questions. And you were asked, Roxanne, has Ephraim ever been physically abusive to you? Punch, kick, or slap? And you answered no. Well, but we kind of know that's not the truth because you already admitted that he has put his hands on you.
Past.
So you basically lied there on that part of the question, which we know already. Are you lying about Ephraim physically abusing your children to cover for him?
No.
Have you ever lied?
No.
Never. Now, you can tell me the truth if you want.
About that?
Yeah.
About that specific thing?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I can tell you that.
Did your son tell you that Ephraim hit him and split his lip? Did your son ever tell you that? He's never said that to you. And the results for those questions that you were given on the lie detector test is that you didn't tell the truth.
What?
How can you sit there and protect him? You're supposed to protect your son.
You didn't protect me!
How is it not protect you, Roxanne?
Hey, don't even
How did
make
not
me.
protect you?
Watch out this. I'm going to call the cops and I'm going to tell them
Go ahead.
what he did to
Because I have
me.
nothing to hide.
Okay?
Are you just because you really want to stay in this relationship, because you think, here, I got a guy, he's taking care of me, he's willing to accept my son?
Well,
Am I gonna-
He
am
didn't
I
do
gonna-
it to my son. He didn't.
Well, something happened to your son.
Yes,
I mean,
I
fell.
know.
He fell in the shower. Whether somebody pushed him down or not, he chipped up his mouth.
Yes, oh, I know that, but he didn't do it.
Ephraim, you took a lie detector test before the show, and I don't even know what was asked of him, Roxanne. I don't know what the questions were asked, but I'm going to ask you. If he would fail this lie detector test, whatever the questions may be on here, what will you do? If he fails,
I'm not leaving him.
you're what?
I'll never leave him.
You're saying.
How can anybody
No.
judge me?
I'm only asking you what you're going to do, and you're saying, even if he fails, you're never going to leave him.
I'm not going to leave him because
Okay, then you're answering honestly.
That's all I want to
What
know.
I want to say is, and I don't know what the results are. I honestly don't. But what I want to say is there anywhere in the sand where there's a line that can be crossed where you say, That's it? You're the hell out of here?
Yes, there is that line.
And what line is that?
Then it's not with that. It's my son. I know him. I
If
know.
somebody's hurting your children, that's not the line?
He's not.
But if he fails this lie detector test, that's a good example. Maybe he is hurting your children. To me, that's the line. If you hurt my kids, you're out of here. You took a lie detector test before the show, Ephraim. Before we administered the test, Ephraim confessed to spanking the kids. He admits that he has left red marks on them and that he has hit them with excessive force.
Not excessive force. No.
And we're the liars?
Okay, this
You
is
brought us on
this
the
is
show.
this without this is
And
listen.
you lied.
This is without even taking the test. This is two guys sitting down.
Yeah, but what the guy was talking to me, it's two things, all right?
don't
Excessive
lie.
force, all right, and abusing them, all right?
When you were hitting a 3-year-old child, you know if you're using excessive force. Okay? I don't need to spell it out to you. Nobody needs to spell it out to you. When you start whipping a 3-year-old's ass, you know if you're using excessive force.
You have to understand. You have your opinion on how you hit your kid. I have my
I
opinion.
don't hit my kids.
Okay, no, how you doing
But
it?
a 3-year-old that made poo-poo in his pants and we're
that's not
excessively
even it.
spanking
You
him in the butt,
That's-
I think that's a little excessive. Ephraim, you were then given the lie detector test and you were asked, have you ever physically abused Roxanne? Punched, kicked, or slapped her? You answered no, which is not exactly the truth. Do you tell Roxanne to lie for you? This is an interesting question. I don't know what is being asked of you, but this is an interesting question. Do you tell Roxanne to lie for you about physically abusing her son? And you answered no. Did you hit your son in the face and split his lip about a week ago? And the results for your lie detector test is that you did not tell the truth.
You sit there and stand with
You
the
sit there, Roxanne.
How can you stand next
You know
to
when we
him?
get back?
How can you stand next to him?
CPS and I'm taking them from
You
you.
sit here and talk
Sit
about
there
us.
and lie.
You're turning my daughter against me.
What you mean?
And
What
now
you
you
mean?
want to sit there and
What
beat on my
wasn't true?
grandkids?
What wasn't
Put
true?
your hands on me.
What wasn't true?
Try some excessive force on me.
I'm talking to Steve. I don't mind him.
And you, Roxanne, how can you stand there?
Don't you dare.
sit there.
Don't
yeah,
touch
what am I not going to dare?
Hey,
What have I ever
don't
done to you?
dare. Don't
What have I
you
ever
dare.
done to you? I've
What
never
have
done
you
nothing to you.
done?
No, listen, this is to your child. This is important to your child. Roxanne, this is for your child. Don't run off the stage. For the sake of your children, your son, your daughter, are you willing to take counseling for your anger issues?
If I think I have
Yes
a
or
problem,
no?
why not?
Yes or no?
Why not? So I can prove them that I don't got no anger. Why not?
Or maybe you'll learn something.
All right, yeah. I'm down to learn something.
Oh, you're down for learning something.
yeah.
Me too. Are you willing to take some parenting classes so you
We
can be a
are.
better
We're
parent?
signed up for them. We start
Yes or
September
no?
14th.
Yes or no?
Okay,
Yes,
with
we
you,
are.
okay, with you.
Yes.
All right.
All right? What's the whole focus here?
That ain't gonna hurt nobody.
What's the whole
all right?
focus for your children, right? And I'm telling you, you better be the first ones to look in the mirror and say, I got the problem.
I know I got
and
the
I need
problem.
to correct it.
I called you, Steve, for help because I watch your show all the time.
Somebody's going to watch this and say, you know what? She was brave enough to do that. I can do that too.